Okay. In the year of 2025, we have already crowned 4 County champions. Most recently, the Newport Buffaloes in the County Wrestling Tournament just 48 hours ago. And now, here we are at Greenwood High School, the home of the defending County champions in girls basketball, as we have for you the 2025 Perry County Girls Basketball Tournament. And in semifinal number 1, we have a thriller here in a rematch of the consolation game from last year, as we have the Susquenita Blackhawks taking on the Newport Buffaloes here in our 52nd annual Perry County Girls Basketball Tournament. Hello, everyone watching on both the Perry County Talk Sports Zone Facebook page and debuting our Perry County Talk Sports Zone YouTube channel. I am Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of Perry County Basketball, as we have the girls basketball game this season started for 3 of 4 teams. Susquenita with 1 game in the books already, as Susquenita has 1 loss entering the year. They had a tough loss the other day against Camp Hill, but the Blackhawks from Susquenita, what a year it has been for Susquenita High School so far. They look to keep it going. They got the Newport Buffaloes here to start things off. These 2 teams met in the consolation game a year ago where Susquenita was a victor 46-21. And now both teams will be looking for their first win here today. The overall records from these 2 teams a year ago, the Newport Buffaloes went 5-17, a tough year for them, but rather improving season for Newport a year ago compared to the last couple of years. They went 1-12 in the Tri-Valley Athletic Association. Meanwhile, for Susquenita, they are one of 2 teams out of Perry County to have a winning season, the other one being, of course, the Greenwood Wildcats. Susquenita had 13 wins, 10 losses overall last year, and just like the Greenwood Wildcats, Susquenita went 9-4 in the Tri-Valley Athletic Association. Greenwood is the defending champions. They are here with us already, as well as the West Perry Lady Mustangs, who just walked into the Greenwood High School Gymnasium here in Millerstown. West Perry looking for a tournament record 24th Perry County Championship. They're looking for their 4th one in 5 years. Meanwhile, for Susquenita, they are looking for their first Perry County Girls Basketball Championship since winning back-to-back championships in 2019 and 2020. And for the Newport Buffaloes, it has been a long drought for them so far in this tournament. They have the longest drought out of all 4 teams here. The Newport Buffaloes are looking for their first Perry County Championship in 24 years. The last time they won a Perry County Championship was back in 2001. West Perry is looking for a 4th title in their 5-year stretch, and Greenwood, who we'll see later on, the Greenwood Wildcats are looking to win back-to-back Perry County championships for the first time since they did so in 1995 and 1996. The Newport Buffaloes have 5 Perry County championships in the history of this tournament, their first one being in 1978, then winning again in back-to-back years in 1983 and 1984. They won again in 1991, and their last time was in 2001. The Susquenita Blackhawks are second in the Perry County list for most championships, only behind West Perry. Susquenita has 12 Perry County championships. Their last one was back in 2020 when they won 3 Perry County championships in 4 years, starting from 2017 to 2020. They have also won it in 2013, 2007, 2006, 2003, 2002. They also won it in 1998. They won it in 1986, 1976, and they even won the inaugural Perry County Girls Basketball Tournament back in 1974. Greenwood Wildcats are third in the list for most championships. The Greenwood Wildcats have 11 county championships. They get one here. They will tie Susquenita for second most. And now we're going to take a quick break and get you set for the 2025 Perry County Girls Basketball Championship Tournament semifinal number 1. Live at Greenwood High School is the Newport Buffaloes versus the Susquenita Blackhawks. It is live on Facebook and YouTube. The Perry County Athletic Directors would like to extend their sincere appreciation to the Newport Owls Club for sponsoring all Perry County tournaments and for their gracious financial support. The Owls' generosity plays a vital role in the success of our Perry County tournaments and in the scholarships provided to our student athletes from Newport, Susquenita, West Perry, and Greenwood. Thank you for your support, and we hope you enjoy the tournament. And now to get things started, we're going to send out to our PeCo desk announcer to have our starting lineups here. And looks like they got the game clock moving forward a little bit. So hopefully not a big delay, but who can ever forget a year ago when these two teams faced off in a consolation game? There was an unusual kind of a delay, the infamous Ladybug delay, when both teams were about to tip off. And one of the Newport players noticed that there was a ladybug at center court right on the Wildcat logo. And it was actually Megan Foltz who discovered the ladybug. Had trouble picking it up, but she did. And then gave it over to her mom, Tracy, a year ago. I mean, who could ever forget that? That was pretty entertaining. And here we go with our starting lineups.
Tonight's Game 1 PIAA referees. Tonight's Game 1 PIAA referees are Anthony Vega, Bryson Clark, and George Miskinis. Starting lineup first for the Lady Hawks. At guard is senior number 4, Riley Ickersis. At another guard position, senior number 5, Claire Wexler. At another guard position, senior number 11, Braylon Prince. At another guard position, senior number 13, Caden Brandt. And at a forward position, senior number 25, Lena Beckenball. The Lady Hawks are coached by Blaine Leonard. He is assisted by Mark Richard, Steve Collins, and Kevin Wilson. And now the starting lineup for the Newport Buffaloes. At forward position, junior number 4, Gabby Benner. At a guard position, junior number 5, Emma Whistler. At another guard position, senior number 11, Jordan Briggs. At a forward position, sophomore number 24, Jillian Zerby. The other forward position is sophomore number 25, Eliza Benner. The Buffaloes are coached by Ed Geyer, who's assisted by John Cardillo and Josie Swartz. Greenwood High School and the PIAA promote the highest ideals of good sportsmanship. Actions or language meant to demean contestants, teams, spectators, and officials are not the highest ideals of interscholastic education and will not be tolerated. Let today's contest reflect mutual respect. We request your cooperation in supporting today's contestants and contest officials in a positive manner. Offensive or unsportsmanlike language or conduct will not be tolerated and may serve as grounds for removal. Please respect our senior athletes, coaches, contest officials, and game administration. With your cooperation, promote a safe and positive game environment. The national anthem will be sung before the second game.
So, 8 minutes. 8 minutes?
So an unusual move to have the national anthem before the second game here at Greenwood High School. But nothing wrong with that, as we have the first semifinal here in Newport for Susquenita. It looks like the scoreboard is having some major technical difficulties here. The scoreboard is shut off at the moment. So this could be a little bit problematic as we get set for today's game. Once again, Susquenita 0-1 to start the year. A tough loss for them earlier this week against Camp Hill. Newport Buffaloes lay buffs with their season opener here today at Greenwood. The first of 4 basketball games in 2 days. We'll be right back at it here tomorrow for the consolation and championship games. But right now, today is all about the semifinals. It appears this seems to be a little bit more than just a scoreboard malfunction. There might be some electrical issues over on the other side of the gym. Thank goodness that is not the case for over here where we're set up. Once again, we want to thank you so much for tuning in on the Perry County Talk Sports Zone Facebook page, as well as our brand new Perry County Sports Zone YouTube channel. I am Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of Perry County Basketball. Just 2 days ago, we had the Perry County Boys Wrestling Tournament over at West Prairie High School, which was a lot of fun. We saw a lot of big matchups for sure this past Wednesday, and the Newport Buffaloes won the Perry County Championship in boys wrestling, snapping a 6 championship streak for 6-7 years for the West Prairie Mustangs. As of right now, that is tied for the longest streak of Perry County championships in the PeCo wrestling tournament, along with Newport. Newport on Wednesday winning their first Perry County championship and their 8th overall. Their first one since winning 6 in a row from 2013 to 2018. And it still appears to be some technical difficulties here. It is the home opener for Greenwood High School for the basketball season. So the officials looks like they are getting set ready to go, and here looks like we are about to get ready to go. 8 minutes are on the clock as we are about to get underway here. The Newport Buffaloes are in the white. Susquenita Blackhawks are in the black. And here we go, right here on Facebook as well as YouTube. Exclusive coverage of the Perry County Girls Basketball Championship Tournament is brought to you by the Bank of Landsberg and PeCo Landscapes. Here we go. A tip-off is up, and we are underway here at Greenwood High School and Newport Buffaloes. Get the opening tip-off just like that. We are underway here at Greenwood High School, and here is the long pass, and all by herself was Eliza Benner, and here's a pass that's going to get deflected, and it's going to go out of bounds past the baseline, and that will be Newport possession. Last touch by Susquenita's Caden Brandt. What a year it has been for Susquenita Athletics. Earlier this fall, we saw the Susquenita cheerleading squad win the cheerleading Perry County Championship. Of course, the big news from Susquenita this past season, the Susquenita field hockey team winning their first state championship in program history. It's also the first time that Susquenita has won a team state championship in any sport. And here's a takeaway for somebody on that Susquenita field hockey team. That is Kaden Brandt, and she gets the Hawks on the board first. It was a hard shot, a big crowd here with us today at Greenwood High School. 3-point shots off the mark for Emma Whistler. Pass intercepted. Taken right back by Emma Whistler. Emma Whistler was looking for a pass to Jillian Serpy. He goes out of bounds. And very early here with 6:55 to go, it is a timeout for the Susquenita Blackhawks. And we'll take a break here for this full timeout. 2-0 to score for Susquenita. This is Perry County Girls Basketball on Facebook and YouTube. Back here after a Susquenita timeout, Kaden Brandt with the 2 points. There we go. After the timeout is Susquenita ball. This Brandon Prince over to Claire Wexler. Wexler over to Equisence. Pass, and that is going to get deflected, and a jump ball is called, and the possession arrow pointing towards the Lady Hawks. Just getting started here at Greenwood High School. First semifinal in the Perry County tournament. And here's a shot, good deflection for Elisa Benner. And Buffaloes with the takeaway. In trouble here on possession, losing it is Gabby Benner. And pass goes out of bounds. And now Susquenita with an entirely new squad coming in. This is one of the benefits for Susquenita. They have the largest team out of all 4 schools here this season, and when you have those large numbers, you can bring in some fresh players every now and then. Newport, the smallest team for all 4 teams, they only have 8 players. And so it's going to take a lot of time for a lot of stamina already from the players, and this ball goes out. High pass. Official saying it was tipped, so Susquenita ball. Three-point corner shot, and money. 3 ball good for Kiera Jones. And the Hawks now up by 5. Hard shot. They were close with Jordan Briggs. And a loose ball foul. Susquenita possession. Susquenita clears it. Over now to Kiara Jones. Gabriella Buck back over to Jones. And a Lego block. Block has got to be called. It's ultimately going to be the first foul of the game. Personal foul on Jillian Serby. That's her first, team's first. Ball's loose. Diving for his Briggs. Briggs gets the takeaway and finds Emma Westlaw. Whistler. And a travel call. Whistler one step too many. This is going to be something that Susquenita is going to be doing a lot, apparently. They already have an entirely new squad. They bring back their starters out on the floor. Almost a travel, but it's not called a takeaway regardless. Emma Whistler with the steal. Emma Whistler go one-on-one against Claire Wexler. Reach and foul.
Personal foul called on Lady Hawk number 5,
Claire Wexler on the reach and foul. Both teams with one foul apiece now. Inbound pass. Take away. Alasa Better lost it. Now wide open look. Try to go for free, but Brandon Prince goes for a 3-point shot over to number 4. That's Riley Eggersich. Riley Eggersich and the Lady Hawks go back-to-back from 3-point range. And a pass goes out of bounds. Susquenita. Last touched by Brandon Prince. Newport will take it over. Susquenita up by 8. And inbound pass, nobody there for the Lady Buffs. Alasa Benner was the intended target. But pass no good. Susquenita gets an easy takeaway. Almost halfway through the first quarter. 4:09 to go. Backwards pass. Wide open look for Claire Wexler, and this shot off the mark. Susquenita able to get the offensive rebound. And pass in front of the paint. And a jump ball. Newport possession. You see the West Prairie Mustangs looking on. The Green Wildcats also here. And now the Newport Buffaloes will take a timeout with 3:53 to go. 32nd timeout here for the Lady Buffaloes. So far in the Perry County tournament events that we saw from the Perry County Athletic Directors Association. So far, we started off this school year with the field hockey tournament hosted by Susquenita, and the Lady Hawks won the field hockey tournament for the first time since 2014. Boys soccer was held in West Prairie, where the Greenwood Wildcats won their record 13th Perry County championship in boys soccer. Susquenita later went on to win back-to-back championships in cheerleading earlier last month, and then just this past Wednesday, the Newport Buffalo is getting their first Perry County Wrestling Championship since 2018. And now here we are for the Greenwood and the Perry County Girls Basketball Tournament. Ball goes out of bounds. Susquenita will have it, an 8-0 run early on. And some good movement here. And here's a shove. And that'll give Newport possession still. Personal foul shove against Emma Whistler. That's her first, team second of the first. 3:33 to go. Quick pass and shoot, and a 3-point shot, no good for Riley Eggersich. Rebound by the other number 4, Gabby Benner. Ball's loose, kicked around. Susquenita takes it right back, and good passing, a foul, and one. That's Braylon Prince with the shot and the foul. She has a chance for a 3-point play. Emma Whistler once again called on a personal foul, on a shooting foul.
Going to line, shooting one more, Brandon Prince.
So Brandon Prince scored a goal in that state championship game versus Boiling Springs for field hockey. Here she's looking for a 3-point play in basketball, and she's got it. an 11-0 run for Susquenita. And it's not that Susquenita is just doing everything right. It's just that Newport, with the passes they are having and not having control of possession, they're just making it look easy right now for the Susquenita Blackhawks. There was a foul on that last play. It was called on Zoe Weltmer. Another pass, and just stepping out of bounds is Caden Brandt. Caden Brandt had an assist in the state championship game for field hockey against Bowling Springs. That was at Cumberland Valley. Fall sports season still rolls on. The PeCo football championships. There's a travel. Travel called on Lassa Benner. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. And some fancy footwork, broken ankles perhaps. Shot down the middle, right in front of the paint, and that's 2 more for Caden Brandt. PeCo football championships roll on at Cumberland Valley this weekend. Bishop McDevitt, a District 3 team, looking for back-to-back championships against the same team they faced last year, Roman Catholic. That's happening later on tonight at Cumberland Valley High School. Good luck to the Crusaders. Good pass around for the Hogs. 3-point shot, too strong for Kyla Fleischer. And there's going to be a foul called on the Hogs. That's Brandon Prince. Right now, Caden Brandt leading the Susquenita Blackhawks in scoring with 4 points. Newport desperately trying to get on the board, down 13-0. We approach the final 2 minutes of the first quarter. Good defensive pressure, kickball. Caden Brandt. Newport will have possession. See the West Prairie Lane Mustangs staying there in the bleachers. So gets set for the Greenville Wildcats in semifinal number 2. Pass good to Emma Westler. Westler trying to find a pass down the middle. He gets away at a foul, and the Lady Buffaloes are going to have an opportunity here to get on the board, and going to the line shooting 2 is Jillian Serby. Foul was the second for Zoe Weltmer. Jillian Serby first free throw is good, and the Newport Lady Buffaloes are on the board. Serby's second free throw, a little too strong, off the back of the rim. So Newport's on the board, but they still got a lot of catching up to do. 13-1, and here's a good takeaway for Westler. Westler going 1-1, and she falls, and that's a travel. Too many steps called on Brandon Prince there with the nice defensive stop. 90 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Susquenita up by a dozen. There's the shot. Zoe Weltmer is going to go to the line shooting 2.
Personal foul called on Newport number 24, Jillian Serby.
Jillian Serby with her second personal foul. Now both Emma Westler and Jillian Serby with 2 personal fouls. And Zoe Weltmer go to the line shooting 2. First one off the mark. Second free throw for Weltmer. Money. 14-1. we're just under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. And some nice footwork, and a shot was there for Serby. And ball just goes out of bounds. And Serby with some fancy footwork wearing the neon green shoes. And nice pass down the middle and going for Emma Wessler, a pass and shoot, and she scores the first field goal of the game for the Lady Buffs. Ball goes out of bounds. Trying Serby had the block there, looked like getting the ball away from Kane Brandt. Susquenita possession. And our last catch and shoot. But the shot gets blocked and taken right back by the Hawks, and scoring 2 more is Braden Prince. And timeout here as the clock wasn't running for some reason. 50.1 seconds. 16-3. Clock stopped for a moment. But they got it back up. And now the clock is moving. Emma Wessler. To Serby. Serby back. Serby sidesteps, and she takes a nice shot. And back-to-back field goals for the Lady Buffaloes. And see if they can get anything going here in the late stages of the first quarter. Back over now to Kyla Fraser. And shot straight up. Brandon Prince, no good. And the foul. And Newport ball.
Personal foul called on Lady Hawks, number 11, Braden Prince.
Brandon Prince called on her second
Prince's
foul.
second team's fifth.
And that was the 5th foul on Susquenita in this quarter, which means Newport Lady Buffaloes are going to go to the line string 2, and it will be Gabby Benner. And, oh, we have officials timeout here. We have a Newport Buffalo player shaken up a little bit. That is Jordan Briggs. Jordan Briggs, and I think her nose is running a little bit. Might be a little bloody. But she seems to be okay despite having a little bit of blood coming out of her nose, so doesn't look to be anything serious. But now going to the line shooting 2 is Gabby Benner. 5 personal fouls on Susquenita in the first quarter, so Gabby Benner shooting 2. First one, solid. Newport Buffaloes are starting to get a lower run here, trying to make this a single-point deficit, and she's got both. Gabby Benner gets 2 for 2 from the line. He makes it 16-7. Susquenita with time with one more shot, looking for a three-pointer, and this is looking good, but just a bit short for Kyla Fleischer, and that will end the first quarter. The Susquenita Blackhawks had a 13-0 run to start with, but then a 7-3 run to end it for the Newport Buffaloes. We will be back for the second quarter. This is the 2025 Perry County Girls Basketball Championship Tournament semifinal number 1. Newport versus Susquenita. Exclusively on the Perry County Talk Sports Zone Facebook page and PeCo Sports Zone YouTube. Back in the second quarter, We see a couple of fans talking about our newest broadcast setup. We want to thank the Bank of Landisburg for their financial contributions so we can get this new fancy equipment. And yeah, we see Dolores saying, I like the instant replay. That is one of our big features that we now have, which is awesome. And so, well, thank the Bank of Landisburg for their contributions so we can have a solid broadcast for all Perry County events as well as future playoff events. It's got to be an exciting time for Perry County sports fans as we get started with the second quarter. Here is 16-7 for the Susquenita Hawks. And the Lady Hawks with some good passing around. And 3-point shot, too strong for number 4, Riley Equisitz. And rebounded by the Lady Buffs. Specifically, Elisa Benner. You gotta wonder what was said by the Newport head coach, Ed Geyer. And now offensive rebound. Another shot. Again, offensive rebound this time for Elisa Benner. And the foul. Foul's going to be on Kiara Jones.
Her first, team's first and second quarter.
Again, thank you so much for tuning in on the Perry County Talk Sports Zone official page and the Perry County Sports Zone YouTube channel. I'm Alex Waller. Traveling violation called on Emma Whistler. Susquenita would take over. Three-point shot again, too strong for Riley Equisitz. A little bit of a scrum here in the middle, but going right back up. And a three-point shot just short for Sarah Klauser. And now a foul, jump ball actually. Jump ball and it's Newport possession. If you're about becoming a PIAA official here, about becoming a referee for basketball, now's your opportunity. Go to PIAA.org to find out how you can become a PIAA official. Again, that's PIAA.org. So breaking news yesterday from the PIAA, starting in 2028, you're going to be seeing shot clocks in PIAA basketball. And I am, for one, am very excited about that. It means there's going to be more shots, there's going to be higher scoring games. It's like finally, we have to wait a little bit for 3 years, but soon there will be shot clocks up on the backboards of every high school in Pennsylvania within the PIAA system. And so here we go, back at it. There was a foul on that last play. It was by, well, excuse me, there was no foul. Take that back here. Jones with the last foul. Another takeaway here for the Hogs. Dribbling around for Claire Wexler. Shot's no good. Another offensive rebound. And taken away by Gabby Benner. And Benner almost a breakaway, but Brandon Prinz gets up to it.
Going the other way, Susquenita basketball.
We have our producer, Nick Miller, right next to us here. Working the matching, working the scoreboards that you see here. The camera, well, I'm running the main camera you see right now. But we got the replays, we got scoreboards. It's all brand spanking new here for the Perry County Talk Sports Zone group. Here's a takeaway. Nothing new here for Susquenita, and Brandon Prinz gets 2 more. Ball out of bounds. Newport possession. Another takeaway and a pass intercepted by Jillian Serby. We're to Emma Whistler. Emma Whistler going up the baseline, taking a shot, but she gets the foul, and that's a smart move for Emma Whistler. Getting the foul, and she'll go to the line shooting 2. Foul is on Claire Wexler. That's her second. Free throw in and out. Emma Whistler. So far, this has been a problem for the Susquenita Blackhawks. Personal fouls, they had 5 of them in the first quarter, already 2 here in the second. And Whistler's second free throw is good. Yeah, long 2-point shot, rolling around in and out for Kyla Fleischer. 10-point lead for the Hawks, and shot is rebounded by Newport. And the shot, no good for Gabby Benner. Good pass there, good transition offense there, and Kaden Brandt with 2 more. She now has 6. And here is Susquenita head coach Blaine Leonard, longtime head coach at Susquenita. And the defense has to be a little bit better. 20-8. And out of bounds. Okay, Brandt with 6 points. Brandon Prince with 7. Boy, good idea, but right there on the interception is Kaden Brandt. And there comes a shooting foul.
Personal fouls called on Newport number 5, Emma Whistler.
Emma Whistler caught on her 3rd personal foul. You gotta be careful here. And a shooting foul, Kaden Brandt going to the line, shooting 2 for the first time tonight. And first free throw in and out and stays out. Kaden Brandt, part of that field hockey state championship team from this past fall. And second free throw, short, rolls around, and no good. And there's a tough shot. Looked good for Eliza Better, but offensive rebound, and Julian Serby gets 2. 3-point shot, oh, Bewley. Kyla Fleischer on a 3-pointer. Fleischer, her first 3 points of the game. Nice passing here, and right up the basket is Gabby Benner. Back and forth we go here in the same court. Still an 11-point lead, and there's a reaching foul. And good news here for Newport fans, where 14 Jordan Brooks is back out on the floor, but she just committed a foul. That's her first. Yeah, it seems like a blind nose. She's got that nose plugged up a little bit. Over here. Yep, nothing seriously for her 14 Jordan Briggs. So she's back out there, and she was looking for a pass to Eliza Better. Better's pass intercepted. Yeah, once again, quick hurry up offense, and that is no good. Rebounded by Eliza Better. Fear for Sawyer Weltmer. Offensive rebound and shot for Brandon Prince. Doesn't go in, but he will go to the line shooting 2 on the shooting foul.
Personal foul called on Newport number 25, Eliza Benner.
Eliza Benner called on her first personal foul. Brandon Prince going to the line for the second and third times. First free throws, no good. Second free throw also is good for Brandon Prince. 2 for 3 from the free throw line is Prince. And that's a rather easy takeaway and steal and a score for Brandon Prince. Just like that, she scored 3 points in a matter of seconds. A free throw and a steal and score. A double dribble call on Briggs. 2:56 to go here before halftime. And
Timeout
before
on the
we
floor.
resume
Newport.
action, we have a timeout called on the floor for Newport. Our next Perry County tournament event will be the last Monday and Tuesday of 2025 when we will be at Susquenita High School for the 2025 Perry County Boys Basketball Championship. On Monday and Tuesday this year. That is fairly unusual, but it happens when you have Christmas on a Thursday. So, yeah, Monday and Tuesday, December 29th and 30th, I think those are the 2 days. It's the last Monday and Tuesday of 2025, and we will be there at Susquenita for the boys basketball tournament. But here, this is just game one. Game one tonight. We'll be back here tomorrow night for the consolation third place game as well as the Prairie County Championship. Who is going to be in those two games? We're going to find out at the end of the night tonight. Back here after the Newport timeout. Susquenita with the ball and a three-point shot off the backboard. No good for Katie Amy. And now it's and rejected on the shot. Sully Wepper with the stop. And then another foul. Katie Amy called on the foul. That's her first. That's the team's fourth here in the second quarter. And here's Gabby Benner going to line string two. The first one is no good. Sam free throw. Looked to be a little bit strong, but banks in anyway. Susquenita doubling up on the Buffs. 26-13 and looking for more. A shot no good for Buffmer. Offensive rebound. Prince with the shot. No good on that one either. Rebound by Allison Ottstadt, who just came in for the Newport Lady Buffs. Here is Ottstadt. Ottstadt going right through the Susquenita defense. And a poke check out of bounds. Sorry, Buffmer last touched it. Newport ball. Substitution coming for the Hawks. That's Kiara Jones. Pass intercepted and a breakaway for Kaden Brandt. And she gets it up. But the shot wasn't there. It goes out of bounds, in fact. Newport ball. What happened there? I mean, it looked like a breakaway, but it didn't look like it was really touched. Hail Mary pass. Newport needs to do something here to get back into it, but that's not going to help. And it's a breakaway and steal and a layup for Allison Stott. Another takeaway. Here's Amy. Back over to Brand Prince. 3-point corner shot. No good. Getting back her own rebound is Lena Beckenball. Susquenita will regroup. 90 seconds to go before halftime. Shot. It gets blocked by Eliza Benner. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Kaden Brandt. .116 to go. And there's the shot. A foul. It's got to be called on Kiara Jones. That's got to be her second. And that's the team's fifth. So just like the first quarter, the Susquenita Blackhawks have 5 personal fouls in the second. First free throw is no good for Jillian Serby. Serby in and out on the first free throw. See how she fares in the second. And she gets it. Buries it from the line. Now 28-14. Pass down low, and we're going to have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Susquenita possession.
Renew the game with the Lady Hawks.
Coming back in for the Lady Hawks, number 4 and 5, Riley Eggersich and Claire Wexler. Okay, Brandt. Pass, clears it. Pass back to Brandt. Shot from the side, no good. Rebound by Elisa Benner. Ball out of bounds. Less than a minute to go before halftime. And before the inbound pass was made, there's a timeout called by Newport. 30-second timeout here. After the PeCo tournament, it's kind of hard to believe that all 4 teams after tomorrow, they'll be on the road for the next game. In fact, they are all going to be away on 4 different days. Susquenita will be on the road on Monday at Lime Mountain. Newport will be on the road on Tuesday at Juliana. West Prairie will be on the road on Wednesday for our next game after tomorrow against Gettysburg. And Green will be on the road on Thursday next week at Millersburg. Back here after the Newport timeout. The Buffaloes trying to get back into it. Less than a minute go. And there's a travel call on Jordan Briggs. Wide open look for free and off the glass and in for Claire Wexler. Susquenita has been doing well from 3-point range. They are 4 for 6 from the 3-point range. Tough shot, strong shot. Offensive rebound, another shot, no good. Susquenita up big. They're looking for a bigger spread here. A long 2-point shot. One more time for Claire Wexler. It's a 19-point game, and here's the foul before the shot. That is the 4th personal foul on Newport in this quarter. And now you really got to be careful for Emma Wessler. 5.5 seconds to go. Emma Wessler with 4 personal fouls. And Susquenita is going to call a timeout. Seemed like both coaches were trying to call a timeout. Susquenita calls a 30-second timeout. Nice big crowd here with us today at Greenwood High School. A lot of Newport fans making the short trip to be here. Susquenita out of Duncan and a lot of supporters here. West Prairie Lady Mustangs already in the house. And of course, the hometown Wildcats. We will see Greenwood versus West Prairie. Coming up after this one, a rematch of the championship game a year ago. Big story right now for Newport. Emma Wessler, 4 personal fouls. One more and she is out of the game. You definitely don't want to lose here. And the shot will not be good. It doesn't go off in time. And we have reached halftime here at Greenwood High School. We are at halftime in the first semifinal. Susquenita 33, Newport 14. We'll be back for the start of the second half in approximately 10 minutes. This is the 2025 Perry County Girls Basketball Championship Tournament semifinal number 1. Newport versus Susquenita, exclusively on the Perry County Talk Sports Zone Facebook page and on PeCo Sports Zone YouTube. We will be back for the start of the second half. Susquenita up big, 33-14. Yep, all the way up. We are back here for the halftime report. And you can see us on the screen, everybody. I know the quality is not the best here, but we love the new technology. Once again, thank you so much to the Bank of Landsberg for your financial contributions. And because without their support, we would not be able to do what we are doing right now. So once again, thank you, Bank of Landsberg. Thank you to PeCo Landscapes as well. And most importantly, thank you to all of you for watching here on YouTube or on Facebook. We're doing both right now. Like, it's incredible the new stuff that we have when it comes to replays and the transitions of the cameras. Like, it's awesome. And this guy right here. He is the man. This is the guy that you should all be thanking, like, thank me for being a part of this. But this guy puts it all together. Nick Miller is a great guy who runs PeCo Landscapes and does an unbelievable job of what we're able to do here for the Prairie County Talk Sports Zone page from Facebook and now our news site over on YouTube. It's fantastic. So let's very quickly go over it while we still have some time with 3 minutes to go. That's enough FaceTime on me right now, so thanks for that. So we got the first half scoring stats for both teams. First for Newport Buffaloes, 14 points for them as a team, 3 points for Emma Wester, and you got to be careful for her, Emma Wester, with 4 personal fouls in the first half. You got 5 points for Gabby Benner, and Jillian Serby leads the Newport Buffaloes with 6 points. Over for Susquenita doing a fantastic job with the takeaways, and a transition offenses, a transition defenses, everything going exactly right so far for the Susquenita Blackhawks. You got 3 players with 3 points each for Susquenita, each scoring a 3-pointer. They are Kiara Jones, Kyla Fleischer, and Riley Equisitz. 5 points for Claire Wexler, 6 points for Kaden Brandt, and the top scorer right now in this game for Susquenita is Brandon Prince. She has 12 points in the first half. We take a look at a couple of the comments that we're seeing on Facebook. We see Dolores saying the different cameras are great, doing a great job. Thank you, Dolores. See, who else do we have watching right now? We got our graphics designer. I see that Tracy Foltz. Tracy Foltz was part of that big ladybug delay in this game a year ago. But we also see George. George is watching on YouTube, and the feed is awesome tonight. It's great. Thank you so much, George, for watching on our newest platform over on YouTube. Who else do we got? Yep, I see Tracy on there. Tracy is doing good. And see Barbara. Barbara, I assume, relations with Riley Equisitz. As we see her saying, let's go Lady Hawks. We also got a Lady Bumps fan in Kathy. We see her watching over on Facebook. So, yeah, we see most of our viewers on Facebook like we have been normally for the last couple of years. But we got it on YouTube now. And so, all right, let's go ahead and transition back on the court. That's enough of me on the FaceTime. Once again, thank you all so much for watching. And so here we go. 16 points in the first quarter for Susquenita. 17 points for the Lady Hawks in the second. The Newport Buffaloes with 7 points in each of the first 2 quarters. So here we go. The Greenwood Wildcat Foundation works to provide funding and support for innovative educational programs not within the Greenwood School District's traditional budget or curriculum. Programs are funded through charitable donations as well as special events and fundraising activities. Donation baskets are available at the concession stand. For more information, contact the Greenwood Wildcat Foundation at greenwoodwildcatfoundation@gmail.com or look them up on Facebook. Back here for the start of the second half. Third quarter back get underway. 19-point lead for the Susquenita Blackhawks, trying to get back into the Prairie County Championship, and a kickball called on Susquenita's Caden Brandt. Caden Brandt, part of that state championship field hockey team this past fall for Susquenita High School. Congratulations to Susquenita Lady Hawks in field hockey, winning the state championship this past fall. And shot here for Newport is off the mark. Rebound by Brandt. Then goes over to Brandon Prince. Prince back deep and is taking a shot. Is Lena Beckenball. Offensive rebound, jump ball, Nita ball. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in on either Facebook or YouTube, whichever platform you prefer. I am Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of Perry County Basketball here for the 2025 Perry County Girls Basketball Tournament. There is no foul on Jordan Briggs. That is her second. Team's first of the third quarter, and going to the line shooting 2 is Lena Beckenball. Lena Beckenball quiet scoring wise in the first half, and here she gets her first point. Beckenball's second free throw also good. Lena Beckenball 2 for 2 from the line. And now 21-point lead for the Lady Hawks. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Caden Brandt. Newport ball. Inbound pass, Jordan breaks, and Buffs clear. Yeah, there's a travel. Easy call on Jillian Serby. Susquenita has been having a rough go of it when it comes to personal fouls. But for Newport, Emma Whistler has 4 personal fouls, so might not see much of her in the second half. A 3-point shot, no good. Offensive rebound for Karen Brand, and another shot. And jump ball. Ball goes the other way for the Bucks. Coming up next, we will have semifinal number 2 in our Perry County Championship Tournament. The Greenwood Wildcats, coming off a fantastic season a year ago, as they take on the West Perry Lady Mustangs and a rematch of last year's Perry County Championship. And once again, a jump ball. 3 jump balls in less than a minute. Yeah, Hawks for Ronnie Equisits. Equisits with a shot right up to the paint. No good. Offensive rebound for Brandt. Hawks refocus. Ronnie Equisits, 3-point range. Shot off the mark. In and out off the back of the rim. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Karen Brandt. Newport ball. You can only imagine when the second semifinal comes around. It's going to get loud in here, ladies and gentlemen. Right? You got the War Zone. Name of the student section coming up here. Already starting to see some decorations from the Greenwood student section. And layup is good for Claire Wexler. Brandon Prince with a nice pass. Claire Wexler now with 7 points. Hard shot, good idea there for Jordan Briggs. And they're sending a shot right up to the offending player. That's Riley Equisits, her first foul of the game. Jordan Briggs going to the line shooting 2 for the first time. First free throw is no good. Just a bit short for Briggs. Starting to see some West Perry Mustang fans making their way into Greenwood High School. The second free throw also off the mark for Briggs. Beautiful pass right at the line. Caden Brandt. It's 2 more. Caden Brandt now with 8 points. Caden Brandt got to be one of those high scoring leaders for Susquenita this season. 3-point shot for Brandt. No good this time. And rebound by the way, Buffaloes as an Ottstadt. Long 2-point shot and buries it from distance. Jordan Briggs. A long 2-point shot as long as it gets. And 3-point shot again right back is Ronnie Equisits. She buries her second 3-pointer. Travel.
Travel violation called. Lady Hawk
Travel
basketball.
called on Ottstadt.
Re-entering the game for the Lady
Could
Hawks.
be a
Number
very
15,
tough season
Zoe
for
Walner,
the
replacing
Newport
number 4,
Buffaloes this year.
Riley
Only
Alexis.
8 players here tonight. It's not going to be easy for Newport to pick up some extra players when you only have 3 substitutions. And you gotta have some players who are going to be playing pretty much the entire game. Ball goes out of bounds. A good defensive stop for Braden Prince. Starting to see a lot of green and white as the West Prairie Mustang fans start trying to make their way into the Greenwood High School gym. Just about halfway through the third quarter, and the Lady Hawks getting closer and closer to getting back to the Prairie County Championship for the first time in a few years. 3-point shot off the mark for Beckenball. And there's a hard foul here.
Personal foul called on Lady
And
Hawk. Number 5,
seems like
Claire Webster. That's her third.
Jordan Briggs had something
Re-entering the
spit
game for the
out.
Lady Hawks is number 12, Katie Aiden.
That's the third foul on Claire Wexler here in this game. She now leads the team, leads Susquenita with personal fouls. And I don't know if that was an ideal strategy there for Newport, if it was a strategy at all, but you missed the pass. It goes right back to the inbounding player. And a foul committed here by Zoe Wepler. That's her third. Pass and shoot. Shot just a bit short. For Gabby Benner. Just over halfway through the third quarter. The Lady Hawks up by 26. Travel on Newport. Yeah. Matthew Bingaman, the Greenwood Athletic Director, here with us today. We also see West Prairie Athletic Director Adam Marceau is with us here tonight. I haven't seen any sign of Scott Markowitz or Sean Mesh here tonight, but I'm sure they are watching. Long 2-point shot off the rim, short. Well, I think I do see Scarf Markowitz actually. Now I think about it, Scarf Markowitz is with us, the Susquenita Athletic Director. No signs of Sean Mesh anywhere for the Newport Athletic Director. Pass intercepted easily by the Lady Hawks. Here's Beckenball, strong shot, gets it right back. And Beckenball, 3-pointer, no good again. And trying to get it back is Kaylin Brandt, but when she had possession, her foot was out past the baseline. Kiara Jones coming in now for Beckenball. 3 minutes to go here in the third. Yeah, long 3-point shot. Short. Now 3-on-1 attack. Or 3-on-1 defensive stop, I should say. And here's the shot. Off the mark for Kiara Jones. Kiara Jones trying to get her rebound back. Jump ball. Newport ball. Substitution coming for Lady Hawks, Kyla Fleischer. Coming in for Brandon Prince. You see Luke Roman from the Perry County Times is with us here today. Looks like he shaped a little bit. Newport Buffaloes gotta take a lot to get back into this game. 3-point shot is helpful, but not going in. Shot off the mark for Kyle Fleischer. And basket's good this time for Caden Brandt. Caden Brandt now in double figures as she has 10 points and timeout called by the Lady Buffs. 1:46 to go in the third quarter. 44-16 for the Susquenita Hawks. A couple years ago, Susquenita had the largest win by point margin in the history of this tournament. And it looks like they could be on their way from doing just as well. As we now see a big sea of West Prairie fans as well as Greenwood fans making their way into the gym. Coming up next after this first semifinal, it will be semifinal number 2 as we will have a rematch of the Perry County Championship game from last year. The Greenwood Wildcats hosting West Perry Lady Mustangs, season opener for both teams. And tonight, the 2025 Perry County Girls Basketball Championship Tournament is brought to you by the Bank of Landisburg and by PeCo Landscapes. West Prairie head coach Shane Dyer with us here today. We just saw Scott Markowitz, the AD for Susquenita, making it here today. He's got to be excited what he's seeing. Scott Markowitz, great guy. Really great guy for Susquenita. The only thing I feel sorry about him for, he's a Rutgers football fan. So, do apologize for that for all your Rutgers fans out there losing to Penn State in a crucial Big Ten matchup last week to end the regular season. All right, here we go with Susquenita. The Hogs have won 2 Perry County championships earlier this year already, including a state championship, as mentioned, for the field hockey team. It has been an incredible year so far for Susquenita, and they are getting closer and closer to a date with either West Prairie or Greenwood for a championship. One minute to go here in the third quarter. Ball is tipped, taken away by Kaden Brandt. Kaden Brandt is last second pass to Katie Amy. Shot rebounded by Jillian Serby. Here's Jordan Briggs. Just saw Gabby Benner coming, by the way, for Newport. Shot down the baseline, no good for Briggs. Susquenita looking for one more potentially. Shot off the mark. Offensive rebound and dribbling round. Again, not going in for Susquenita. Good shots. Not going in for the Lady Hawks. Newport has time for a shot. They have 1 second. It does not go off in time. Might have been tipped, in fact. But we have reached the end of the third quarter here in our first semifinal. Susquenita 8 minutes away from going back to the Perry County Championship game for the first time in a while. So we'll be back for the fourth and final quarter here in semifinal number 1. Susquenita up 44-16. We are back here for the start of the fourth quarter. The Susquenita Blackhawks are looking to get into their first Perry County Championship game for the first time since 2022. Here we go. Susquenita has been out of the championship game for a while, and that is a huge cost here. Riley Eggersitz, her third three-pointer of the game. She now has 9 points. Surprised they're not going to Riley Eggersitz more often from three-point range. Right, here comes a hard shot and a foul, and dangerous foul there. And it's going to be called a block on Allison Ottstadt. That is her first, but it's a rough foul. Going up right away was Claire Wexler.
At the line, shooting two for the Lady Hawks. Number 5, Claire Wexler.
Claire Wexler going to the line for the first time tonight. And she buries the first. Wexler, second free throw, off the mark. Rolls around, but offensive rebound and a pass intercepted by Gabby Bennett. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in on the Perry County Talk Sports Zone Facebook page or on YouTube. I am Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of Perry County basketball. First semifinal, and Susquenita looks to be well on their way to a Perry County Championship game tomorrow night for the first time in 3 years. Shooting foul. And Jordan Briggs going to the line for the third and fourth times. Fouls on Sarah Klauser. That's her first. A lot of fouls on Susquenita in this game. Jordan Briggs missing her first free throw. Second free throw, short. And free throw there, and no good, but offensive rebound. Lena Beckenball gets her first field goal of the night. She has 4 points. She was 2 for 2 from the line earlier. Another takeaway here for the Lady Hawks. Easy pass. Riley Eggersitz. Claire Wexler there on the assist. 3-point shot, desperation shot. Off the mark, Riley Eggersitz with the rebound. Was Claire Wexler actually picked that back. There is 2 more. Gabriella Buck. Her first 2 points of the game. First time we're seeing Gabriella Buck out on the floor for the Lady Hawks. And some poor possession here for Newport. And a shot blocked by Jillian Serby, denying Sarah Klauser 2. I do like the commentary that the public address announcer here has at Greenville High School. We don't see that very often in Perry County sports, but we have it here at Middletown. Shot. That's Kiara Jones with her first 2 points since scoring 3 in the first quarter. She now has 5. 40-point lead. Mercy rule is now on for this semifinal. The Rock just keeps on rolling, even on the fouls. Expecting a very quick 4.5 minutes. Sarah Klauser called on her second foul. Second foul of the fourth quarter. And Emma Whistler back out on the floor for Newport. And the shot off the mark. And a hard landing. It's a travel. 4 minutes to go. Susquenita up by 40. They're still looking for more, and a three-pointer burying it. Kyle Fleischer, her second three-pointer. Susquenita has 59.
Out of bounds. Newport basketball.
Susquenita well on their way to getting back to the Perry County Championship. Newport not going to go down quietly, however. And shot blocked. Blocked by Elisa Benner. Hail Mary pass out of reach of Jordan Briggs. Susquenita takes over with less than 3 minutes to go. Coming up next, right here on the Perry County Talk Sports Zone Facebook page and on the PeCo Sports Talk YouTube channel. We'll have semifinal number 2 coming up in a rematch of last year's Perry County Championship game. The Greenwood Wildcats hosting the West Perry Lady Mustangs.
Team stirred.
The war zone starting to pile up a little bit. Making a loud atmosphere coming up here in semifinal number 2. Loose ball foul. Looks to be, that's going to be on Jordan Briggs.
Foul called on Newport number 14. Jordan Briggs.
Jordan Briggs, that's her third personal foul of the game. 2 minutes to go. Good passing and wide open look for free. Booyah for Kyle. Or, yeah, I was going to say that's a 3-pointer. And now a full timeout called for Newport, 62-16. I heard a couple of fans earlier today, and for those who haven't been paying attention on national trends, there's something about the number 67. And some fans are starting to talk, saying, hey, Susquenita gets 5 more points. We'll see. Let's take a look at some of the comments that we're seeing on Facebook and YouTube. I see Judith saying, watching on Facebook, great job. Thank you for watching, Judith. We saw George already. See, that's pretty much it. Okay, so not too many comments since last time we checked. But once again, comment with feedback of the stream that you see on the top of your screen. That's what I'm saying right now. And say if it's on Facebook or YouTube stream. We are curious of who's watching where. No, you don't have to actually tell us where you actually are. I mean, we had some fans who got on commenting saying where they're from. I remember in this tournament a year ago, we had somebody from Texas watching. So here we go, less than 2 minutes to go. Newport trying to get everything going in a lopsided matchup, 61-16. And that's the 4th personal foul. But I don't think that's right. It's a foul on Susquenita's Kyle Fleischer, saying that's her 4th, but I think that's her 1st.
Still Newport basketball.
Ball out of bounds, still Newport ball. Inbound pass deflected by Kiara Jones. Foul made here in our first semifinal. Hard shot for Whistler. No good. Whistler had 4 personal fouls in the first half. She has been having a ever clean second half. And a nice block for Serby. Jump ball. They'll stay with the Lady Hawks.
Jump ball.
Yeah, just to think, in 3 years from now, we're going to be having shot clocks in PIAA basketball, including right here in the Perry County tournament. 3 years from now, PIAA just approved it yesterday. So here we go. Last second three on a buzzer beater, and that is how you wrap it up. Kiara Jones' three-pointer is good on the buzzer beater, and that makes our foul scoring semifinal number 1, 64-16. And the Susquenita Blackhawks are going to the Perry County Championship game for the first time since 2022. It's been 3 years, and Lady Hawks will be in that championship game tomorrow night. And we will see who they will be facing tomorrow night coming up next on semifinal number 2 right here on the Perry County Talk Sports Zone Facebook page and on Perry County Talk Sports Zone YouTube channel. And we'll have semifinal number 2 coming up next. The Greenwood Wildcats versus the West Perry Lane Mustangs. Season opener for both teams. And that's going to wrap up our coverage of the first semifinal. The Susquenita Blackhawks improved to 1-1 on the year as they win 64-16 in the first semifinal. We'll be back here on Facebook and YouTube for semifinal number 2. Greenwood versus West Perry right here coming up next. Until then, I am Alex Ball saying so long from Greenwood High School. We'll see you later in just about 15 minutes for West Perry versus Greenwood in semifinal number 2.